Welcome back, investors, to Ticker Time News. I'm Adam, and Robotaxis have finally arrived on the stock market in the form of a pure play in the self-driving technology. Aurora Innovation will be a barometer of investor sentiment towards a technology that will change the world. So let's dive into Aurora, learn about their technology, and see if now is the right time to invest in this young company's growth story, or should we wait a little longer? Now, before we do, I wanted to share with you my personal goal for this channel, and that's financial freedom through education. And I need your engagement to help reach as many people as possible. So please take a few quick seconds to click the like button and share this video with others so we can all reach financial independence. Aurora is gearing up to make passenger and freight mobility safer, more efficient, and more reliable than ever before. Aurora has designed, built, and is currently testing its self-driving technology, Aurora Driver, a package of hardware and software. If you live in the Texas area, you may have already seen Aurora's self-driving vehicles on the road. Aurora is planning to launch a subscription service that will provide both carriers and fleets with self-driving tech powered through its Aurora Driver software. Aurora wants to launch driverless trucks in late 2023 and robotaxis in the year 2024. That's right around the corner. Now, part of the equation for creating an investment thesis for a young, growing company like Aurora is its founding members. Aurora launched in 2017 by three industry veterans. Chris spearheaded Google's pioneering driverless car project before it became Alphabet's Waymo. Sterling ran Tesla's Autopilot, and Drew was a founding member of the Uber's team that was developing autonomous driving technology. Aurora actually agreed to acquire Uber's struggling autonomy business last December in a transformative deal that made the ride-hailing giant a big shareholder in Aurora. Aurora made its stock market debut on Thursday following the completion of a reverse merger with SPAC Reinvent Technology Partners. The deal raised about $1.8 billion to fund Aurora through the final 2 years before its targeted commercial launch, with its robotaxi product just a little further down the pipeline. Aurora isn't the first company to go public or the only company working on technology expected to upend the multi-trillion-dollar market for moving goods and people. A truck-focused competitor called True Simple, ticker symbol TSP, had their IPO back in April. They actually have a pretty good chart set up right now with a symmetrical triangle forming. But Aurora, valued at $10.6 billion in the merger, is the largest company to date and the only company working on autonomous robotaxis as well as driverless big rigs for freight right now as a publicly traded company. Now, if you expand your search to legacy automakers, you'll find projects like General Motors Cruise or Alphabet's Waymo and Algo AI, whose two main investors are Ford and Volkswagen. Now, of course, Tesla gets a mention here, but Tesla is in a league of its own as the market leader for autonomous driving in its electric vehicles. Aurora's strategy is to start by disrupting the trucking industry and using the technology and lessons learned from it to then move on to passenger mobility and goods delivery. The trucking opportunity is estimated to be at $700 billion, while ride-hailing's opportunity is $35 billion, and local goods delivery is about $100 billion. So Aurora's total addressable market is huge, and their numbers only represent the US market. If you start looking globally, then these numbers can add up really quick. The company expects roughly $2 billion in revenue in 2027, which seems kind of small compared with General Motors, as they're going for $50 billion of revenue for its robotaxi business from Cruise by 2030. Now, the Aurora Driver is a common platform across transportation verticals, meaning the Aurora Driver can drive vans, cars, and even Class 8 trucks. But the data needed to train the self-driving algorithms is massive. But remember what I said about Uber a moment ago? Well, Aurora, as part of its deal with Uber, gets Uber's real world driving data for the next 10 years. That's right, for the next 10 years. And this is a critical part of the puzzle. Self driving technology requires massive amounts of real world miles to train those massive computer brains for autonomous driving. Think about Tesla and the massive amounts of data it collects from its customers driving millions of miles for Tesla's AI to train and learn from. The partnership with Uber helps Aurora close the gap with a massive data set as well. The Uber data will help determine which routes to prioritize, which places are good for pickup, drop off, and to optimize fleet positioning. This is the first step to getting robotaxis on the road. To develop the self-driving technology, Aurora employs more than 1,600 employees, of which about 175 are PhDs. This is real complicated stuff they're working on. And the company already has more than 1,100 patents to its name. This is also great news for the company. Its technology development involves the entire self-driving stack, from sensors to perception and route planning to vehicle control. The company also makes use of simulations to improve the software and neural network training. If you're thinking about investing in Aurora, buying shares at this moment in time is speculating. Still, it's worth talking about the company given how interesting the self-driving space is, and the fact that this technology will be very disruptive. If or when you're ready to jump in, just remember to use technical analysis to plan out your entry points and buy on weakness. Also remember, if it's a good story, has a good chart setup, then it's a good investment. Well, that's what I think about Aurora right now. Let me know what you think about this up and coming company. And remember, your comments make these videos so much better. Also, every day the market is open, I host the After Hours show starting at 5 p.m. Eastern to talk about stocks, crypto, and your requested ticker symbol. I'd be glad to see you there. Well, thank you all so very much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.